Hey everyone, it's Melissa here for another Plan With Me, my happy memory keeping planner. So this week I decided to switch it up and use some Maggie Holmes American Craft stickers. I usually like to use Mambi Happy Memory Keeping stickers, but I wanted to switch it up a little bit and to just use different types of stickers, and mainly because I'm hoarding them and I'm not even using them. So the reason why I'm erasing things is what I usually like to do is I will go ahead and write in pencil where I would like each photo to go, and then I will also date it above just so that as I'm flipping through my memory planner and kind of pre-visualizing the spread, I'll have a good idea what the dates are. I've actually been having issues erase these pencil marks after the fact. I don't know what it is. I've just found that they're really resilient and they won't really erase, but what I did learn this week was having the right eraser can make all the difference. I brought brand new Staedtler erasers and finally they're coming off nice and easy. I don't bother erasing the pencil marks if they're going to just be covered by the photos because it was time for that and really nobody will ever see. I have a Canon selfie and I use that to print my memory planner photos, and I have to print 4 photos at a time, so it's really crucial for me to pre-visualize and to have a plan before I even memory plan because of the fact that I have to print 4 photos at a time, so I really have to be certain which photos I'm going to highlight per day. Now this floral paper is actually from a Mambi kit that I got from Hobby Lobby. I'm actually going to be using these peach pieces of paper to ground my horizontal photos. I really like to put photos of different orientations in my memory planner, but at the same time, I don't really like putting horizontal photos directly on the spread. I feel like they need to be grounded with a sticker behind it. This is a habit for me that's definitely hard to break, and it does tend to be really repetitive, but I just really don't like the look of the photos directly on the page. I also tried a washi border once, but I didn't really like how that turned out even after the fact. As I was flipping through it, I still didn't really like it as much as I like grounding this horizontal photos with a sticker or a piece of designer series paper behind it. I use Tombow mono adhesive primarily in my memory planner. I don't really use any other types of adhesive. I actually get my refills from this website called Penwa, and I found that they're definitely the cheapest refills for this Tombow. So I think one refill is approximately $1.82 Canadian, so I bet it's cheaper in American. I usually buy about $100 worth, and I know that's a lot, but it usually lasts me about a year, and by the time it get to be that much, shipping is free, so I really like that. This photo of the coffee cup really made me smile this week because of the fact that a Tim Hortons employee, which is a local chain here in Canada, actually felt the need to write "Be Happy" on my coffee cup. I guess I was extra snarly that morning and she wanted to cheer me up a little bit. I guess this is what happens when your resting bee face is just way too strong. I've also been obsessed with eating these acai bowls from this local health food store. It's so good. It's been kind of my payday treat dinner. They're a bit on the pricier side, that's why they're my payday treat, but I sure do love them and they taste delicious. I punched the paper with the big Mambi box punch. Now, as you can tell, they don't fit perfectly inside the boxes of the memory planner, but I don't really mind that so much. I actually like the gaps a little bit. I have a tendency to place things crooked, and if they were perfectly fitting inside the box, I'm sure that I would be having to lift it up and having to replace it because of the fact that they weren't perfectly straight. So the gaps are actually kind of forgiving, and it's nice for me to just offset a little bit, so it's a little less noticeable if things are not perfectly straight. As you can tell with that photo on Sunday, the Canon selfie photos that I print don't fit perfectly inside the box either, which I really like. I really like the imperfection of it. I like how it looks a little bit messy, and I just think it adds a bit of depth to the spread. I'm beginning to accept that I'm a very linear planner. I definitely don't plan outside of the box. I use the boxes as guidelines as to where to place my photos and my stickers. I do try really hard to be creative and to just step out of my comfort zone and to try to come up with new and different techniques, but I really do like the photos to be somewhat framed inside the boxes of the happy memory keeping planner, so that's kind of limiting. I suppose I could punch up my photos with a different shape punch or just try other things, but so far I really like the way the planner looks as it is, and I don't really want to be inauthentic to myself, and I want to create spreads that I really like, and I really like it this way. So it may not be the most creative, but they're the memories that make me happy, and that's what I like about it. As you can tell, I had some difficulty as to where to place this happy sticker, and later on I finally realized that there's a bit of a remnant inside the Y, so I actually had to punch out that white piece just so that that negative space can shine through in the Y. I've definitely collected all of the American Craft sticker book as well. Well, maybe not all of them. I think they came out with new ones recently, but I don't really use them. I have a tendency to just pull my Mambi stickers, so I'm just quietly hoarding these. These are in my little sticker bin, so I decided it was time to pull it out and to just use them, and I'm So happy that I'm finally using them because I really like how the spread turned out, and it's nice to use different types of stickers. I love this quote so much. The little things are often the biggest things. I recently did a flip through of my memory planner, and I hadn't really gone through it in quite some time, and I have to tell you that it made me so happy to document just the teeny tiny moments, like the week that it was super cold. I decided to use that in my spread by using Snapchat filters, or the time that it was really foggy where I live. I took a bunch of photos of the fog just because it looked so cool that week, and I kept on thinking how crazy the weather was. I'm really glad that I incorporated this into my memory planner, and the fact that I'm really not going backwards. So other scrapbookers, they like to go all the way back, and I was thinking of doing that, but it just didn't feel authentic anymore to think about the photos and try to caption them when the moment is so far away. So that's why I try to be really diligent and to not be too far behind in my memory planner, but at the same time to give myself some grace if I'm a month behind or however long it is. But I genuinely enjoy memory planning. It's a little therapeutic for me. It's hard for me to definitely record these videos live and upload them with my voice as I'm memory planning because I'm really in my own head and I'm just thinking about what sticker to put or how to caption the photos. I have to say that after doing a few of these videos, well, it's much more convenient to upload a video after having done the voice and to not have to do a voiceover. There's nothing like actually going back and doing a voiceover because I can really remember what I was thinking at the time or why I chose a certain sticker, so it's nice to kind of have that hindsight. I guess in the moment I'm so focused as to what I'm doing that it's hard for me to explain the choices that I'm making or my own thought process. But after the fact, I can kind of look at it and realize the theme that I was going for or the effects that I was going for in layering the stickers or how I did it. It's definitely a lot more work to edit the video and then to have to go back and to do the voiceover and to choose a speed. But I like this moment of introspection to really think about how did I make the video and what was I thinking when I was designing the spread. I'm loving the florals in the Maggie Holmes sticker book. I actually think it went really well with this peach Mambi paper kit that I went with to go behind the horizontal photos. The nice thing with the sticker book is it actually came with these little labels, so it's really convenient for me to be able to caption the photos. That way I don't have to reach for my Mambi sticker book and I would have to color match a little bit to go with these florals as well as the theme that I'm going for. As I'm captioning these photos, I'm trying to think about white space and I'm trying to leave lots of gaps in my memory keeping spread so that the eyes can rest as they're going over the captions or looking at the photos. Although yet again I did not use a single piece of washi on this spread, I really have to be much more proactive and think about it ahead of time because once I start planning, I guess my washi is stored too far away or I don't really think of them because I don't really use them in my spreads anymore, unfortunately. As I'm looking at the leaves, I decide to incorporate this blue teal. This is, I think, one of my favorite colors. At some point in each spread, I happen to use this color all the time. It seems to be a running trend. I've always thought that my favorite color is purple, but now I'm starting to rethink that, considering how much I actually use this color and how often I gravitate towards it when planning a spread. I wanted to use these flags kind of like a bullet point, so a place for me to journal and to caption the photos. I knew that since I used one of these flags on the left side of the spread, I also wanted to use another one on the right. I really love having matching elements on a spread, so whatever I do on the left, I try to reproduce it on the right, be that colors or script. I like balancing elements like this, and I really do think that it's pleasing to the eye. So once I kind of have a theme in mind, and I was thinking that this week I would do a peach and teal theme, I go ahead and I caption all of the photos and I take the time to journal and I make sure that I have the opportunity to really say what I want to say about each photo before adding any more embellishments. Because honestly, there's nothing worse than over-decorated spread and now there's no room to write anything down. Sometimes this happens with my catch-all planner or my mini planner and I find myself really regretting it and wishing that I had the opportunity for more white space. My memory planner is really the perfect place to hone the skill of being okay with white space because I have a tendency to want to fill it up because we have so many stickers and what's the point of having all these stickers if you don't use them? So I have this urge to fill up all of the white space, but I've definitely shown much more restraint than I really ever have, and I'm happy with how my spreads are turning out as of late. Now the Maggie Holmes sticker book actually came with these teeny tiny words that look like little typewriters, so it was really fun to just layer a couple of these on. It's nice to be able to put some of these matte stickers directly onto the photo. I feel like it almost adds kind of a Snapchat look to them or maybe an Instagram story. That's definitely something that I'm always trying to keep in the forefront is to just layer my stickers in a different, interesting way. Another struggle I have is to place stickers straight on a spread. I can't seem to do that. I always place them crooked and I kind of have to lean back and to look at it from afar to even realize that they're crooked. Thankfully, these Maggie Holmes stickers have been very pliable and have been really easy to lift off and reposition, even this massive happy one on this right hand side of the spread. Recently, I feel like the Mambi stickers have been far less forgiving and it's been a bit of a struggle, especially if I change my mind. Since I placed two florals on the left side of the spread, I knew that I wanted to put two on the right hand side as well. Even though clear floral stickers are my favorite, I actually really like how these Maggie Holmes stickers are matte instead of clear because I find that with clear floral stickers I usually have to white out things underneath it just to make sure that there's a white canvas underneath the clear sticker. I've actually seen other planner babes go ahead and stick their floral stickers on another white sticker sheet and then to cut out the floral after the fact, but can I just say that I do not have the patience to do that. I really love combining the hello and love together because one of my friends who's in this photo is actually British, so I imagine him saying hello love. There's a lot of birds in the Maggie Holmes sticker book, so I wanted to incorporate a couple. I also wanted to match this happy sticker on the right side of the spread with the left, and even though this XOXO is not in the same font, it is the same type of sticker, so I like that it matched. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you like this video, please click like, and I do hope you'll subscribe.